They want to be superheroes. It's a lot of players that want to be superheroes. And I used to be that person. I used to be that person that want to be a superhero in a certain situation. But you learn when you can learn to take a backseat role for certain people, then you just gotta stay locked and loaded whenever you can. Always go into a game with that mindset. If it comes down to a point where I have to, get into a kill mode, get into a situation where I gotta play aggressive, even more aggressive. And that's when I can step in. But when you see a hot hand going, if the team's hot, you gotta play all around.
Facts. Hey, that's facts. So let me ask you this though. What do you think is like a motivating factor to keep that mentality, or that like keeps you wanting to continue with pro-am, being competitive and playing in tournaments?
Well, I feel like in a situation of being able to remain poised, being able to remain steadfast, don't lose the certain goals that's in front of you. A lot of people, they'll want to give up after 2 series or even a series. Like you put a team together, you see a lot of people with this pre-draft. A lot of teams, especially, they'll last for like maybe a season, a WR, or like a tournament, or even a day. They don't even last all the way through that. I mean, I'm a victim of that. So I still remain myself. I still remain a person that wants to put a team together under bombs away, because that's what I start. That's what I started, and that's what I'm going to continue to carry on, no matter what, no matter the situation. It could be the worst situation in the world, I'm still going to be under bombs away. So just being able to keep my mentality stronger, going into every game, and being able to just play with people, just have fun with the game, on top of staying focused and staying locked with people that also want to win. So it's not really too much. Not really too much I can say about any other team, but it's not really an ego thing with me. I can say that.
How did you get into the comp pro-am scene, and what year did you begin to start the comp pro-am scene?
Man, I ain't gonna never forget this. It was 2K17. I was just moving back. I was moving from PlayStation back over to Xbox, because I was on PlayStation for 2K16. So 17, when I found out about the $250,000 tournament. In 16, I didn't play in it. So all my IRLs from when I came over back to Xbox, we decided to play in a tournament, and we were about 100 points short of making it. So I said, going into 18, my main focus was the 250K tournament, and then next thing you know, they announced the 2K League. So I was just playing with my IRLs until obviously frustrations came through, and then frustrations are wanting to win. So when I said that I want to put myself and people around me that's in the community, I want to put myself in the community in a winning situation, and build myself around people who want to win. That's when I made a Twitter. First person I actually came across was Famous, and I had put a tweet out. That was my very first tweet when I joined the community. I said, "Remember the name," and I mentioned, and that was the first person I mentioned was Famous. So ever since then, I just stayed the course.
A lot of team hopping.
A lot of team hopping can lead to a lot of egos. So that's one thing that I really can say, because it's always I. It's always you think that you're gonna be in the easiest situation winning with names. You play with some of the best people in the world and not have chemistry with them at all. You're just going to be like this. Oh, we're going to sit up here and win. You play against the worst team. You play against the worst team in a ranked game, no matter what console it is, and you still might lose because we're better than this team. You just sit back. You just sit back and relax, and then you got to wait till the fourth quarter, down 2 minutes, to make something happen. No, I don't do that.
All work, bro. As soon as you get on the court, no matter who it is, never underestimate your opponent. Ever.
Hey, so Hey, so what make like this bombs away team? Because like for instance, 2K20, y'all was killing it right before this pre-draft came. Y'all was killing it. Y'all shut it down. What do you think is like the keys to success leading into this 2K21 and going forward?
The chemistry. You know, as much as like I had a great group of guys going into the end of 20. You know, I had Notorious, Johnny Red, Dietrich, and then I had Savage. I had Savage at my center at one point. Then I had Giggs as my power forward. It was just a lot of guys I already had chemistry with throughout the community, and then I had a good connection with them off the game. Just being able to play around a group of people, that I enjoy playing around, no matter the situations that occurred during the times. Like obviously everybody knows what I'm talking about. I'm not gonna say it. But no, regardless, you know, that was a great group of guys that I like to play with. I'll probably say that's probably one of my favorite teams that I play with all year from last year, and then going into this year, this being the first league tournament I played with Greenlight Carey, and then having Notorious and Dietrich just for this tournament. We just started playing together. So this is kind of like, oh wow, this is an all-time Bombs Away team that I got right now, because they all played on Bombs Away at one point. So just being able to have that team together, especially in a league tournament right now, like we have a chance of winning. You know, it's pretty dope. I like that. And then there's another group of guys I like playing with. Greenlight and Carey. Hell of both two great players.
The Bombs Away All-Star sound like right now.
How did you come up with the name Bombs Away?
Man, I tell everybody this all the time. See, one of my favorite guards, Damian Lillard. I came in the community with Birdie's Revenge, and I got tired of the name. So when I wanted to come up with something different. So it was one night I was watching a playoff game. I was watching the Blazers versus the Thunder, and what it was a possession. It was two possessions actually. It was Westbrook and Damian Lillard guarding each other, and Damian Lillard he had played some great defense on Westbrook for one possession, and then he got hyped. And I said, "Oh man, I know what's about to happen next." So next thing you know, after they got that stop, he came down court. He took like 2 steps past half court, hit a 3. The next thing you know, he turned around. He said, "Bombs away." I'm like,
"Oh wow, that's what he said, bombs away."
He said, "Wow." He said, "Bombs away," and I'm like this. I like that.
All right, next question. Who do you compare yourself to in the 2K league,
or look up to or watch? You know, that'd be like, if I when I get my group of guys, that's kind of like me. Who I want to be or be better than.
Yeah, I mean, in all honesty, if I was to put myself in a position of me not taking a backseat role and being able to play around a group of guys, and I want to compare myself, it'll probably be Bear. Excuse me for my stutter.
Bear, okay.
But yeah, Bear. I had my battles with Bear going back to 18. I haven't played him in a while. I'm gonna be 100% honest, but I look up to Bear. I look at the Bear as one of the good guards out the community.
He's great. He's great.
I always did. When I came into the community, even when he didn't even play with Island Game, when he played with back in 17, when he had his own team with my boy Summers on Road to Legends, and they made a great run, a hell of a run when they played in the 250K, came up short to still trail. His stint when he played at the beginning of 18 with Team Air Jordan before he went to Island Game, you know. I always looked at his game. I always looked at Bear's game going even when he was out the league, even before he even got into the league. So I could base my game off of Bear if I was to put myself in the position like the same position as him.
Yeah. So that's not a bad comparison.
No, that's not. why you think 5-out is the go-to in 2K versus like conventional basketball with being able to run plays and have more variations as far as like winning teams and just as far as the majority of how the NBA 2K is played.
So I don't really think 5-out's that effective this year. If you're a certified swinger, if you have your rotations right, if you know how to communicate with your team,
yeah,
I don't think 5-out will be a good offense to run. I feel like you can run a 4-out-1 in. A lot of people run a 4-out-1 in. Have a center set block if you want to cook a lot. I also see 7 second. I see 7 seconds off. Second offense is a lot. If it ain't 7 second offense, then you're basically done. You're gonna
so 7 seconds, huh? 7 seconds, huh?
Seven. Yeah.
Okay.
If you're not doing a 7 second offense, like I haven't really been seeing, you're just gonna watch your guard dribble the whole shot clock out. So I seen that a lot.
What is it about yourself that sets yourself apart from the other pro players? Like, what is it that spotlights you, from other players?
Players that I came across, obviously there's great talent right now. Going into these attorneys, you see all the talks, you see all the lists.
Yeah.
One thing I don't really focus myself on is list, or like a lot of people been focusing themselves on lists, and I think they get too happy over that. So a lot of people don't really. They look at stat sheets. They let the stat sheet tell it all in certain games, and they don't let things out the stat sheet.
Yeah.
Off the stat sheet. Tell a person about a person's game. They're gonna just say that you're running cardio down the court if you finish with 0 points, or you're gonna say that you were shooting opens and you were missing everything, where you're just trying to get a free board for your center. Mainly sacrifice is what I can really call it, because if it's one thing, if it's a late shot clock, if it's anything, I'm gonna be like, hey, let me shoot you heavy. Don't lose the takeover. If I don't got no takeover, let me shoot you heavy. So
that's what's up. A lot of people don't take them sacrifices, and like you said,
people don't.
The list and all that. I seen a lot of players on Pacific, lists, and not even in the league. So like you said, that doesn't matter. You just got to play your game, and the game speaks for itself.
I think honestly, I never really like. People would say I don't care about lists because I haven't been on it, but I never, even if I was to be, obviously it's people that would be self-proclaimed better than me. I wouldn't let a list judge who's the best, because it'll be somebody outworking everybody on that list. That's what I look at. I look at that in any scenario. When it comes to that. So when I look at these lists, I feel like, okay, no, that's not a bad list to put together. And then when you play against that person and you outwork that person, then you're gonna be like this. You're gonna say to yourself like, this is the dude that was on the list. Okay. But you're not gonna take that. You're not gonna take that to a person. Take that to I got to outwork this dude because he was on the list. No, you gotta just play your game. You gotta just play your game. Cool. Don't let none of that stuff that they be talking about on Twitter. Don't let nobody tell you how to play your game. Don't get caught up in the hype. Don't do anything. Just hoop. Be yourself.
Just hoop.
I say this all the time. It's always gonna be a marathon, not a sprint. So don't give up. Once you get where you want to be, you just gotta keep working. You gotta keep working.
Bingo.
Get your spot. You don't want to get your spot to nobody else, because it's gonna be that. It's always every year. It's gonna be that one person that's gonna outwork you. The only thing that I see that's gonna get in the way of a lot of people is the way that they're marketing themselves, and how big their ego is.
Yeah, very important. Very important keys.
That's so important. People in this community that have egos, and it's always gonna be like that. I don't see that going anywhere. Anytime soon. So, me being a person that's against that, I feel that that's a plus for me, because I never really told myself, even when I do have good games, I'm not. I'm not gonna say I'm the best. I'm not gonna hype myself up. I'm just gonna, I'm gonna
Yeah.
not look back. I'm gonna
Yeah.
sit up here. I'm gonna sit up here and I'm gonna continue to play like this. I'm gonna keep
Yeah.
playing my game. If I have an off game, I'm gonna take accountability for that. And that's on me. That's my bad.
Mm-hmm. So how do you take the adversity when y'all lose, or how do you take the adversity and keep it to where, like how you saying, you got that, you keep that high level, you keep that motor and looking forward to what you're doing in accountability and towards the next game and then just the future?
Oh, man, I love this question. Well, see, obviously, it'll be certain games that I do play
Mm-hmm.
that I'll get all the slander in the world. It doesn't matter if it's a good game or a bad game. I don't look for respect from nobody. I don't
Mm-hmm.
look for respect from nobody that ever wants to throw dirt on my name. I don't look for guidance from anybody that's trying to tell me how to play my game. And I just sit up here and I can block out the noise. It's easy like that. A lot of people have tried to slander my name.
Yeah.
And I told myself I don't give a damn how much you try to slander my name. I'm always going. It's either you gonna play me and you're gonna try to make me beat you,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
or you're gonna sit there and shut up.
Yeah.
Simple as that. A lot of people would say, "Oh, you're not gonna get over this many points." Put the ball in my hand. Put the ball in my hand and see how many points I get. Yeah, I play with. I tell people this all the time. I play with so many ball dominant guards. I play with so many ball dominant guards in post draft because of me taking a backseat role. So
Yeah. Sacrifice.
sacrifice. That like I said, sacrifice. So that's fine. When I decide when I want to play as a regular point guard, yeah, you're gonna have games when you're off. You're gonna have games when you're on. Like a lot of people expect you to be on every night. You're not gonna have those games. When I looked at it was something that Dave put up. And he said it's okay if you're not talking to your teammates, then you don't want to win.
Yeah, you gotta talk. You gotta talk. No
I
matter what's going on, like you're gonna get upset during the game, and things like that happens. But it's all about staying together and everybody being on the same page. Because, like I said, y'all get to arguing about one play. It's 2 plays later, and they up 9. So yeah,
I just go on to the next play.
yeah.
I don't bash my teammates. If I ever did bash my teammates, it's gonna be a day in hell. So it's gonna be a
Yeah.
day in hell.
I mean, like I said, man, all eyes on you right now, Rap. So like, you're doing your thing right now. Now, like, what's your position in 2K, and what do you feel like? What's the hardest position?
I can play point guard, shooting guard. So
Okay.
I think by far the hardest position is point guard.
Okay.
You're the main floor general on the court, so it's your job to make sure your teammates are scoring every possession, or it's your job to either put the ball in the hoop or you're making the right play for another person to make the next right play.
Yeah.
But yeah, by far, I think point guard is the hardest position.
Yeah. Oh yeah, most definitely. We agree with that. What do you see yourself in 2021 in the gaming community? What do you see yourself around? Let's say March 2021.
With a league, obviously.
Okay. Okay.
Obviously, the league. If not the league, I'm still going to be around in the gaming community, no question. Like,
Okay.
it's always somebody It's always somebody looking at you, no matter what time it is.
Oh yeah.
No matter what time frame it is. Like people, like you got scouts are still watching.
Yeah.
Teams are still watching you. You just gotta. You can take a little break, but then next thing you know, you gotta get back to it when you're ready. So
Yeah.
that's why I look at it. That's why I look at it as.
We talked to these cats, like I said, Texas Star, had conversations with Ev and Lux, picking their brains, Fire State Gaming, all these guys that's out here, they watching these streams. Joe Vegas, they're watching. A lot of people don't recognize that they're watching. Just thinking it's just streaming. It's like, yeah, like you said, it's about marketing yourself. It's about conducting yourself as a pro. And whenever you step out there on the court, it's business. That's how it should be. that's how they look at it.
What qualities are you bringing to a 2K League team? If drafted, how do you see yourself making an impact?
100%, 100% energy. I'm a real person. I'm a real communicator. I'm a real person that likes to talk. I sit up here. I'll communicate with you. If it's adjustments that got to be made, I'm quick on that. If it's anything that needs to be sorted out, it's always help the next man. It's always help the next man up every time. Yeah, help your brother up every time no matter who you're playing with, and just being able to have somebody's back throughout the on the team, or it doesn't matter if it's a league or if it's regular pro. It's always 100%. You have to have the person's back. Just talk to them, let them know what you're doing, and have a great chemistry off the court. Because there'll be teams that don't have that that's in the league. It's teams that don't have a strong bond off the court.
Yeah.
And they just just there to pack their lunch, get paid, and go to work.
Yeah. Like you said, on and off the court, that chemistry is important.
That's all it is.
Yeah. So last question. Any shout outs or anything you want to do or anything you have to say for the scouts or any of the people out there coming for your spot? Anything you want to say? Got the floor, bro.
I do want to give a couple shout outs. I want to give a shout out to my boy Cooks on fire.
Okay. He's on fire. He's definitely on fire.
Yeah, I had conversations with Cooks, and I feel like he's one of the high point guards out right now. So I watch him a lot. Obviously, I got my young fellas like Trey Dollars, Lux, Johnny Red, all of the up and coming Spam 101. All the up and coming ones that gonna be eligible in the next couple years. I had conversations with them too, but mainly, it's just the people that's going forth this year that I really look at it. And my boy Larry, Larry.
Oh yeah, Larry.
That's one of the cool people I'm close with too. So I gotta give a shout out. I got one more shout out. I gotta give it to my man Tommy too. I hope I get to see. I say this right now, and I don't know how long it's gonna take for this podcast to be out, but I hope I see him in the Grizzlies finals.
Okay.
I hope I see him in the Grizzlies finals.
That's what's up.
That'll be a smile. That'll put a smile on my face if I can see him in the Grizzlies finals.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's
it for me.
Oh yeah, for sure. All right. Probably last thing I'm gonna ask is so give us like maybe a defining statement or like defining moment or quote that like defines Rab Tiller that you want the people to know. Like I know you spoke on like sacrifice, your adaptability to the game, but just like personally, like what defines you?
Man, that's a lot of things I can say, but one thing I could really say is I'm just a prolific person.
Hey,
I'm just a person that's just gonna do whatever it takes to go get what's in front of me, And at the end of the day, at the end of the day, I'm just gonna be humble about everything I do, no matter who's talking bad about my name, who's saying things behind closed doors or who has something to say to my face. But, at the end of the day, I'm going to get my respect. But, and I don't care who's in front of me because it's like you rolling with me or you getting rolled over.
Hey. lay down. My shit sound like Trey Pound. Hey, I feel it.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up.
Praise.
That's what's up.
That's all I got for you.
That's what's up, man. Y'all heard it best right here from Rab Tiller from SSWI Game Nation. Be sure to check him out.
Shout out to SSWI too, by the way.
Hey. Hey. Oh yeah, man.
You'll see nobody else. You don't see nobody else repping SSWI harder than Bombs Away. Merch,
y'all definitely outside of SSWI program is definitely repping, bro. So yeah, shout out to y'all, respect y'all, and everything y'all do, bro.
Appreciate it. Shout out to
sure.
y'all doing a hell of a job, man. Keep up doing what y'all doing, man.
Oh yeah,
y'all right there.
That's what's up.
Right
Be
there.
sure to check out Rab Tiller 2K on Twitter, and check out Bombs Away NBA 2K on Twitter also. SSWI Game Nation. We out.